Hey everyone, I'm gonna finish off this VTuber Sinder drama because it seems like the worst apology video, or sorry, I guess I should say apology Google Doc has been dropped. And it looks like people kind of all agree that it was a dog apology where there wasn't actually any apology. It was all just shifting blame onto the manager boyfriend. Let's take a look and see how bad is one of the worst apologies ever. This is a 7-page apology. No possible text, picture, sorry. But I want people to judge this as they will, and everyone's probably pissed. Look at everyone on the Google Doc a day later. That tweet, by the way, has almost 16 million impressions. This is insane. Game-changing Kome build coming out soon. Now, there's nothing they can say to make this better. I'll try my best to properly convey my feelings, frustrations, mistakes. I'd like to explain my point of view and apologize to each party affected. Well, let's take a look at this chaos. Redacted has been my co-content creator since I began making content, managing all aspects of what I do, being a major part of why I'm here. We also been in relationships since the start of my endeavors. It's no secret that many VTubers choose to keep their public and personal lives separate, and I'm no different. Yeah, it's because it's a very parasocial place, right? So it's easier to farm subs and farm parasocial relationships like that. That is very common in content creation in general. It's not like the VTuber space itself, but it's just very common being like, oh no, I don't have a boyfriend or husband. Ooh, ooh. Thanks for the gifted subs. Ooh, ooh. But it's obviously on a case-by-case basis. There we go. As of yesterday, no longer working with me, and I have not extensively discussed any of this with him. Where our personal situation goes from here will be figured out between us privately. Yeah, none of this even matters. Who gives a shit? This is all worthless. I have fired him. Okay. I'm not saying I'm not gonna date him, but I have fired him. Yeah, it's all just a waste. Never intended to mention us publicly, but after giving the claims that are out there, I want everyone to know I'm taking this seriously. After years of work on everything together, his hyper-business-oriented outlook warped my view of what I should be doing. Okay, so it's his fault that you became this way. And what should be important to me is to navigate the career path. I have a terrible work-life balance that it is being around projects and streams all day, every day, made me lose sight of the point. It took all this happening for us to realize this behavior isn't normal or healthy. It's not an outlook I want to have. This doesn't involve me in anything I've done wrong, went along, I've treated people. Okay, so you're just trying to shift blame even more. My boyfriend has been so business-oriented. It has made me so business-oriented. Dude, that's a good shift to blame. I like it. Okay. In regards to Nanoless, for the majority of the time working with her, Red was the one almost solely doing the communication about new plans, negotiations through his private DMs. Nano had a project server we were all part of where the actual art and models were worked on, but the conversation for folks around the art itself. I was not fully aware of the extent of Red manipulation over Nano's commission decisions. I should have been more diligent in my oversight. Every time I've been told that Nano was agreed to work with on a new commission with me, I'd be willing to the excitement. From my point of view, is all that she genuinely wanted to work on these things. I wanted to work with Nano as such as I possibly could, making her art the face of my brand. We had come to the conclusion that it'd be my best interest to talk with Nano about making more time for my projects by negotiating with her to cut out other work. Yeah, we already discussed all of this. They did it in the worst way possible. Shit-talking everyone while being only work with us, but no exclusivity. I'm not gonna give you more money or pay you salary. No. And they fucked up everything. Okay. This was wrong for us to push on her, and it is wrong to the other creators who wanted the chance of working with her. There was only one specific creator we were responsible for naming and pressuring Nano into reconsidering projects with, not an entire list. I don't know, they said they had I don't know, it's... Reading the previous text, it sounds like you had an entire block list, and you called it a ban list or a blacklist, but okay. Yeah, this just all sounds like bullshit. Not an entire list. Of her own volition, Nano canceled a large portion of her model commissions last September. However, the claim that I was just using her is wrong. Oh, what a piece of shit. Cinder's actually such a shithead. Out of her own volition, she canceled a large part of, however, the claim that I was just using her is wrong. Out of her own volition, completely ignoring them, telling her to cancel commissions and trying to force it. Dude, this is crazy. Holy shit. Absolutely insane. Get a lot of work, everything we could to accommodate her schedule if she needed more time or break. Even helped her with her own project's payment multiple times. I invited my stream and sent her merch things she made for me, and I was always open to talk about things outside of her project and we message each other. So she just, Cinder's just lying, okay? She just straight up lied right there. Okay, cool, good for her. Yeah, Cinder's an evil VTuber. Good job, we've learned. Send her merchant, blah, 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 blah. Regarding the exclusivity deal made between them, I had no part in the direct messages of their eventual agreement. I had no knowledge of Bao and Con being included in this list. If I'd known my friends were included, I would have said something to put a stop to it. I was only aware of it being one person. But you said it was only one person up here. Oh, you're only aware of it being one person. Who I was unfairly pursuing when Nano messaged me that... Okay, so like Cinder keeps contradicting herself and lying. So it's kind of obvious. When Nano messaged about the agreement, almost a month. I'm not going to lie, this whole document... is gonna be her trying to save face because she's already like starting it off lying, and that's very interesting. Oh, very interesting, everybody. Very interesting. Ooh, how is this gonna affect the legacy? So she's shifting blame and just trying to be like, no, I was only aware of one person. When Nano had messaged me about this agreement almost a month later, I was in the assumption it was only about Silvervale. I was upset my initial messages were very guilty, and I wasn't going to force Nano to do anything else she wasn't okay with, and tried reassuring that I was okay with her decision. Now it had also never come to me as seriously and professionally as her document was looking to address the issues she had with either of us, or to terminate our partnership. I had no idea there was even a conversation about Shy Lily recently between Red and Nano until reading her document. It's true I had confided in Red lately that I hadn't been hearing from Lily like I had in the past and was worried about something wrong as far as it went, and he took it upon himself to try digging for more info. Never even aware if Nano was planning to work on a model. Model for another of my friends, Jiri. I do not condone anything about what Red said about Bao in these DMs either. Him using we and our in this context is abhorrently incorrect, and I believe was done to gain greater credibility behind what he was saying. Yes, Red and I were initially upset when Bao hired my editor, and I took it personally when I shouldn't have. I felt as if maybe my content wasn't good enough, or like I wasn't paying enough for his work. But I accepted it and was happy for him getting the bag and supporting one of my friends all at the same time. I don't know about that. Seems to be the opposite. And yes, I was also upset when Sack, the Boss Rush MV editor, had told us that he won't be working on any future projects with us, and would instead be working exclusively for Bao. But Red got in his head that it was Bao's fault for it happened and seemingly held up. Okay, so like, yeah. It's exactly what people thought was going to happen. Cinder's just straight up blaming her manager and being like, I had almost nothing to do with this, while continually contradicting herself, being like, I only knew about like maybe one person. I think she's only referring to, I can't tell if it's Shy Lily at this point or Bao, but yeah, I wouldn't trust him. I wouldn't trust Cinder and the team. Okay, create a headcanon laid out in those DMs. I wasn't convinced this was the case. My fault for never speaking to Bao about these things directly. Claim our feelings towards her are disgusting. Also, I thought they were close friends or resentment. Why was sabotaging her? I mean, this whole part is just her blaming her. The It's Just Business screenshots my DMs with Nano document from 2023. Go into my thought process behind everything I said here. What Red was trying to explain now is that if everyone was a business model like her, then the innate value of her... Okay, so now she's just trying to like condescendingly be like, no, but if you make too many models, the value will go down. We're not trying to be mean about it. Okay, there's only a handful of models you've made. If you keep making so many, the value of each one goes down. So that's essentially, they're trying to defend that point. And yeah, it's just a shitty defense. This was not in reference to anyone's model being cancelled, further explaining to her that it's okay if she chooses not to work with me. I can understand when the next part can sound manipulative. My intention was to reminisce about the journey we had together at this point. I'd have to look at new model art, then I encourage her to work on projects she had put out. Yeah, I don't... This is one of the worst like apologies ever. It just feels like you're trying to re-stance everything again. But everyone already has like the text. That's the thing, everyone already has it. We see how like awful, and while it was primarily done through the manager's accounts, like obviously Cinder is by no means in the right, definitely guilty, absolute chaos. The VTuber drama, nuclear levels in 2025. Oh god, yeah, now we're going back. When talking about Silvervale, I need to start at the beginning. Before I was Cinder, I was a pink cherry blossom girl named Tashi that did ASMR content. I don't know why, but one of the content or like pop-ups happened on Twitter was like people memeing that she did like old porn ASMR content, and people are just memeing the shit out of that. Thought that was quite hilarious in like one of the threads. When the VTuber boom happened in 2020, I knew I wanted to join in. Ren and I contacted an artist in October, and they were set to start my VTuber design by December. Yes, of course. Plans to take my Chamberlain persona Tashi and make her a pink and white wolf girl VTuber. In November of that year, Silvervale revealed her Sakura wolf design. Okay. So they're pretty much saying they didn't want to do it because they saw Silvervale did it first. I had heard of Silvervale earlier that year, didn't watch her streams at all, and knew her pivot before streaming the design would just be a copy of one of the most popular VTubers of all time. Like I was playing many times on the stream, I knew I wanted to be a wolf girl. Okay, so she's like, I wanted to be a wolf girl. I'm really gonna be Ember, but Simber. None of this matters. God. Okay, since I started streaming, I've been ruthlessly compared to Silvervale, being called a discount version of her. I was accusing of copying her design, copying her personality, and copying her laughs all the time. Yeah, you're just blaming viewers for you being shitty now. Like, yeah, viewers suck and mean viewers are everywhere. You block the weirdos that are like that, and you just move on or you ignore them. Guess what? Everyone online, not gonna like you. A lot of people will shitpost on you, meme you, hate you. Guess what? That's how it is. I don't know if blaming those people, like the shitty comments, is a good idea. Large number of people who diehard believe in the fact that I stole all these attributions maliciously for my own gain, saying the art I posted about Stiga calling her an inspiration. When in reality, this was referencing the decision to become a hellhound. The only time Silvervale was mentioned in the original design. Yeah, this is actually just funny because it's just her being like, everyone compared me all the time to Silvervale. Okay? It's like, who cares? They're like, they were saying I stole everything. No, it wasn't an inspiration. Okay, that's literally what this whole part is. It's her just like saying I was sad. So at the point I was working with Nano consistently, we brought up not making any more models for her if a VTuber model is how everyone recognizes any So legitimately, she's trying to be like, no, I don't want to work with Silvervale because like, oh, I just got compared too much, and yeah. And at the very end, she's like, I became unapologetically evil towards her due to no direct action of her own. There's no excuse for any of this. You did this whole thing. What the fuck is this VTuber apology dog? This is weird. God dang. It's just like someone trying to air their own insecurities out and then blaming that and their manager for how shitty they were to everyone, and then being like, hey, I'm so sorry. It's like, god damn. Moving on from Silvervale, let me talk about Spite. Once again, I had no involvement or knowledge of Red bringing up Spite Nano in 2023. Yeah, I'm like, it's probably not a good idea blaming everyone but yourself. My only personal involvement, excluding someone specific work with Nano, was Silver. My design sheet and outfits were finished, made public at the very start of 2021. The first thing she mentioned was a debut teaser in 2022 that was apparently posted on the same day as the original debut, which I honestly don't know if the time is intentional or not. Also, even if everyone does copy yourself, who gives a shit? I'm sorry to tell you, VTubers, none of them are original. Like, the designs are original, but like, none of them are original. A hellhound, like a fae, that's not original. Who cares? That doesn't fucking matter. People are getting up to their own ass about originality when literally none of that matters. The idea, you're an anime girl online. I'm sorry to tell you, but the originality was gone long ago. Like, it doesn't matter. The originality is that you get a cool design created by someone and it's an original design. None of your ideas are original. I don't know how to tell you this. None of our ideas online are original half the time. They're just the same but different, right? It's like, why are you getting so caught up in being like, someone stole my idea design? When you can probably just Google the exact same thing and find 50 other references to the same thing. Like, you weren't original in the first place. They were just being toxic and hating everyone. God damn, that's wild. That is absolutely wild. It's like me being mad. Oh, dude, it's like me being mad. I can be the only Corgi avatar online. Right, Corgi? Yo, you can't see him. I'm sorry for abducting you. I can be the only Corgi avatar online. Yeah, people don't know. Corgis are so loud. You're the loudest. Only Corgi. If anyone else is a Corgi online, you're copying me, right? You are copying me. My Corgi will take you to jail. Right, buddy? Yeah, I'm sorry for abducting you. I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Yeah, it's my bad. You can lie back down. See, now he just wants to play. You see, when you pick up a corgi, they just want to play. I know, you're such a good dog. Anyways, nothing's original and people need to stop getting up their own ass about originality. Fun fact, Warframe guides as an idea is not original. And most content anyone creates is not original via idea. It almost never is. But anyways, try not to overthink anything. Just do it. Who cares? People are gonna hate you anyways. And people are gonna bitch and moan about you trying to copy them when they copied someone else who copied someone else who, you know, it's a never-ending chain. Doesn't actually matter as long as you make the thing good and as long as you don't go crazy about it. This entire post was her just being like, she is getting imposter syndrome and feel like everyone else is copying her, and none of it matters. It does not matter. Oh wait, and I didn't want anyone to capitalize my concept before I could. Soon after my original debut, remember Sprite getting an update to her model that made it seem more closely resembling me, including fire added to her model. Without evidence, I saw it and thought she must have copied me. Like, these motherfuckers are doing the most unoriginal bullshit and being like, I was copied, when it's like a billion other people did that as well. Like, what the fuck is this? This is such a joke, okay? Voice my frustrations to Red. I didn't want to start drama with anyone, didn't have ownership over fire as a design detail. I don't know, it sounds like you're being real butthurt about fire as a fucking design detail. Keep bringing up how you don't have ownership of it, but you keep bitching and moaning like you own the idea of every VTuber. Sounds like Cinder's just hella toxic. Like, what the fuck is this, dude? Like, again, I don't own anything, but I got so toxic and angry at everyone over the idea of these VTuber concepts that I just, what? Must have copied me. I'm gonna go out there, every single one of you fuckers who has created a Warframe guide video, I'm coming after you for my original design. My original idea of making a tier list and a guide. Ooh, right? Like, it's so dumb. Like, this is so goofy. Okay. Didn't want to start drama and didn't have ownership over fire design. The reference for the ripped shirt and short outfits on my bikini model was given to Nano in June 2022 with the purpose of having a cover-up outfit that would be safer from Twitch. Believe it or not, I've seen many humans and people with ripped shirts, so she must have copied them, therefore straight to jail, right? Like, that's the idea. So stupid. The fact that the rest of the art was grayscale was the artist's choice and was going to be back of the hoodie, and I didn't have to say, or at least I didn't counter that being the final decision. There's no intention to deliberately look like Sprite with this piece. Unfortunately, both my Angel and Sleepy outfits being similar to outfits Sprite has done in the past was just coincidence. I'd always planned one day to make an Angel counterpart in my outfit, never liked them anyways. I chose to make my Angel more Greek Valkyrie than biblical. Also give a similar look to my demon form, the Sleepy outfit. Okay. I had the opportunity to work with the Gamer Subs on an AFK flavor. Spite never should have received the hate comments over her outfit or comments comparing us, belittling her because of the existence. I haven't given her to do so. I mean, yeah, a lot of this is her just like yelling and blaming the audience for being mad and like copying, not copying. Like, none of this really matters, you know? A lot of this is just a whole nothing burger. It's like her just trying to explain her feelings of it. So it's a whole nothing burger. Cause like, you could have deleted this entire part. Cause like straight up, she didn't say anything. She's just trying to like gain sympathy. I don't know, man. This is not great. Okay. Spite also brought up another creator who reached out to her about experience with me, and I can only assume it's Neon Tales. They're an ASM artist who at one point posted a Hellhound OC from one of their upcoming ASMR videos, undoubtedly created using me as a reference. This was right after my debut, and like I said, is very protective of my design elements being created. Shortly after I polished and they agreed the character design, I thought the matter was settled. Okay, so here's the thing. You can only make so many anime girls in so many ways before everyone starts calling each other copies. This is like the AI versus art, AI art, non-AI art. Fucking everyone's yelling at artists who aren't using AI and blaming them and saying they're using AI when they're like, no, I'm not. And it's like, people don't even know. People who just want to fight online. It's insane. It's insane. Anyways. At the very start of my online career, I was a GFE ASM artist before I started GFE ASM artist. Interesting. Before I started my channel, I got into listening to roleplay audios myself. I was being shut in throughout high school and college. Wasn't happy with my life, relationship at the time. After uploading my first audios, my channel started growing fast. It was the first time I was oh god. inundated with so many people wanting to know me and talk to me, and I got lost in the excitement of it all, not knowing how to turn to message, you can conclude the content I was making as a maturing experience, how I can debunk myself. And I've never had many IRL friends. Met Rain doing ASMR, quickly became comfortable chatting, divulging grievances, personal life I shouldn't have cheated on. I cheated on my boyfriend with Rain in these conversations, flirting and sexting. I used Rain for emotional comfort and sexually fantasy. Real life relationship collapsed. It was about my dissatisfaction with my personal life, escaping into message of someone else I found through content creation about a girlfriend, boyfriend, RP. Bruh, girlfriend and boyfriend RP. Yeah, if anyone starts doing sexual RP, you lost them. They're not dating you, okay? They're just dating you for the memes. If they're RPing a full nother relationship, or they just like RP and possibly are crazy. I wouldn't trust. I wouldn't trust if your significant other RPs dating other people all day. I don't know if you're actually dating them anymore. There's a certain line when role play becomes reality and you're just crazy. And I think they hit that. We were just doing girlfriend and boyfriend RP. No, you cheated on your boyfriend. The role play wasn't there. You were just cheating. Dude, this is why you can't fucking trust people. They're like, no, we were just doing girlfriend boyfriend RP until it turned into girlfriend boyfriend cheating. Ugh, everyone sucks. Sinder's just the worst human. God damn, I do not sit from these documents, having never seen her content apart from her popping up on my like feeds for whateverness, like music videos here and there. I gotta say, she seems absolutely evil. Like, just the worst type of person, okay? The worst type of person to not take accountability, blame everything mainly on her boyfriend, manager, and the viewers, being like, the viewers, they kept making me so jealous, and then it was, ban those motherfuckers. People talking shit, just ban them or farm them for content, okay? If people are dickheads, farm them for content or ban them. It's the only two options, right? But hey, lastly, I want to address Peaches. Okay. Yeah, okay, so pretty much, I wanted to leave the whole cheating on my ex in the past, but it was brought up a lot. Oh my God. That's because it's a character. That's because this is all proving your character is shit, okay? This is not a character assassination. This is a character Bible or a character reference sheet, if you will. This is just being like, yeah, you cheated on people, manipulated people, everything, the entire start to finish of your VTubing career. Like, you have just been the worst person the entire time. I'm pretty sure is kind of why everyone's angry. You know, kind of why everyone's angry at this. But, oh, okay. And lastly, I want to address Peaches. Very big problem I have. I'm sure many others in my position do too. At the end of the day, I am one person. I'm one person working on multiple projects, multiple companies, talking to dozens of people, stream for hours almost every day. Never had a big social battery and get tired of easily when interacting. Dude, stop blaming everyone else. Oh my God. Nah, I played Warframe earlier. Haven't had much energy at all over the past years, leading me to take frequent naps. I've rarely been able to keep up with my closest handful of friends on a frequent basis, let alone everyone else. Reddit has always been a big help in keeping up with things, but he doesn't do everything. I'm sorry I made you feel forgotten, Peaches. Always cherish your friendship, and I'm so incredibly excited and embarrassed. I'm so grateful for everything you've done. Never thought a person dropped you as I could. I'm sorry I made a lot of people... Yeah, sorry, she just got too busy for you, Peaches. She just got too busy for you. She's quite literally being like, I'm sorry, Peaches, I got too busy and you weren't a priority. People can draw friendships, but like, God, the way these people are going about it is just like, everything wasn't a friendship. It was just a business decision. Oh God, this is so shitty, dude. I don't deserve to be able to contact everyone involved directly personally and apologize. Like, no one owes each other contact. No one ever owes each other like contact to anyone half the time. You can just start ghosting people if you don't want to deal with them anymore. That's fine. But probably shouldn't be like super manipulative, it's just business about it, because that's a little different, okay? But hey, everything here sucks. Okay, 2nano. Sorry to okay. They're just saying I'm sorry, essentially. I'm not reading threes anymore. Yeah, that's like literally, sorry you're in a lower tax bracket than me. I don't have time for you anymore. It's like, God damn. Sinder is ruthless business lady who cheats on her boyfriend and doesn't care about anyone if they aren't getting her direct profits. Oh, damn, dude. So legitimately, this apology is just her saying, I'm sorry. Like, none of this matters. They're just apologies. All of it's just like an apology that doesn't, none of this means anything. It's all just like an apology to each person. But none of it's like really taking that much responsibility. She keeps trying, the issue is she keeps trying to blame either her boyfriend or the viewers making her feel bad, and she just keeps bringing up how she feels bad. Like, okay. I don't know if I want to read any more of this, because it's literally like each to each person. I'm sorry. I enjoyed our time together. I'm sorry. That's like all of these are. All of them are just like, I'm sorries. But everyone's like, you're such an ass. You did this to so many people. These sorries don't matter. Like, it just doesn't matter. You can't just say to someone, I'm sorry, after like kicking them, shitting on them, and trying to like ruin everyone's careers because of your jealousy, in theory. Yeah, this is all useless. This is one of the worst responses I've ever seen. Because almost none of this is relevant. It's just her trying to like explain why she was so evil, and at the end of it, all of it is like, why were you so evil? I don't know. I was insecure, I guess. It was my manager's boyfriend's fault, and the viewers were mean to me. That's legitimately this whole apology. This 7-page apology was, ooh, I'm sorry. My manager did stuff that without my knowledge, and the viewers made me feel bad, so that made me treat everyone like shit. That's this apology. If we look at the very, very end, I'm sorry to my pyro pups. Sorry, pyro pups are gone. Corgi pups are the ideal pups. Sorry to tell you. And my mods for expecting me to lead by example in this. I'm sort of VTuber community, looking forward towards someone inspired. I'm sorry Kaiser who put his heart and soul into everything he's done for me, not talking to me. Sorry for our friends who've let down, led by example. I'm expecting forgiveness, made mistakes every 5 years, only one person, live on extreme work-life balance, harm red was caused. Because shows a lot you need to. Okay, so a lot of this was like pushing off blame, just saying I'm sorry, pushing a lot of blame onto like the manager doing things and the viewers for making her feel bad. And in her like very sad emotional state, she absolutely flamed the shit out of everyone and was a ruthless business lady, very rude lady for so many years. Yeah, I just don't buy it. It just seems like shitty. It just seems like she was a ruthless business lady who legitimately did not care about a single person and only viewed everything for money. Which is like, you can be a ruthless business person in a good way. Like just working, that's fine. But like when you're actively trying to screw everyone over, shit on everyone, ruin their businesses, you're just trash. So it goes from ruthless to like corrupt ruthless. So she was a corrupt, ruthless business lady, you know? And now Shy Lily's like, this motherfucker. Okay, so we're gonna read a lot of the responses from the people she directly mentioned because like, they're like, fuck you, you lying son of a bitch. You lied to me, and you're just, no. The absolute audacity to sit here and continue to manipulate and gaslight is absolute insanity. The pain and mental torment you've caused me is one of the closest and most supportive of you has been devastating. I've never been so heartbroken and hurt so badly. My friends, you are the fakest person I've ever had the displeasure of supporting, reading and hearing of how you've been viewed behind my back. Not just through screenshots of your man, but how your very own messages while having to sit here and read through the bullshit lies you spin make me want to vomit. Honestly, the worst part is people like Sinder are very common in the world, in content creation, in business. Fuckers like her are so goddamn common. There's so many people you can't trust anywhere. There's so many people that are only self-serving, and the second like you can't help them, you're gone, right? That's just the way the internet is a lot of the time, and it sucks. And that's why a lot of people, you know, they have stopped viewing relationships via business or content creation or online as like real friends. They've started viewing them as business friends because like fucking this shit happens constantly. And don't think this is unique. Again, this keeps happening. This keeps happening. VTubers, non-VTubers, Warframe, right? Destiny, World of Warcraft, Twitch, just chatting. It happens in every single community, on every single platform, any game, any genre, everywhere. You can't really easily weed out evil people, or else it would have happened ages ago, right? It's very easy to be two-faced online, especially when people don't even look at your face, right? It's so much easier probably to hide emotions and everything when you don't even have a face online. You're just an anime girl, right? So it's even easier. Plus, I think a lot of us know the VTuber space can be insanely parasocial, and Sinder has seemingly fully taken advantage of that in every possible way, shape, or form, right? It's like how people view any online content creator. Like, some can be incredibly parasocial, some can be way less parasocial. And in just this sense, it seemed incredibly parasocial. Like, she was straight up trying to manipulate everyone, emotionally gaslight, and just parasocially farm. Either way, evil. To claim that you didn't know a single thing and had zero awareness of what your man was up to, and everyone who shared even a single moment with you knows that you basically operate as the same person, sharing every waking moment while loving to jump at the slightest opportunity to turn your most slanderous self as soon as the opportunity was given, even talking about your friends, is sickening. Yeah, success doesn't change a person. Success brings the truth. Pretty much. I've experienced your own actions without red. In a situation where I've own screenshot words, you expressed a pressure to live up to what Lily is and precedes you from your most loyal and supportive friends under the bus after months of continuous playing just because you consistently chose business over friends, never feeling bad for failing them. Just to earn the bag and compete with me over a V-card collab that you rescheduled to be on the exact same date your friend needed you to keep an important promise. You actively lied about it to them. Instead of blaming me for a collab you rescheduled, adding me to the pool of excuses to save your ass when you realized you were being a bad friend. Why blame you for choosing to miss an obligation you agreed to on one of the most important days is that in that friend's career? Everything you do is at a competition through your constant need to one-up the people who are sole reason you even have these opportunities, platforms to earn to begin with. You're welcome, by the way. You claim that it's just business. Well, in the business world, there has to be accountability, and all you've done is try to shove it away and admit nothing. In true narcissistic fashion, you're only feeling sorry about yourself and your own consequences and your career trying to salvage it. Sorry for everyone who looked up to you and your inspiration. I'm especially sorry for your fans. Pirates, pups deserve better. Oh yeah, dude, that is absolutely the worst. Like, all of the fans that are like, Jesus Christ, I've followed her for so many years. I thought she was like a nice anime ooh lady, but turns out she's just absolutely Satan. Kind of ironic and hilarious that she's a, what, like a pyro hell Cerberus dog? It's like all the memes are like her true colors come out. Her true colors come out. Just holy shit. Just get them. This is absolutely wild. Damn, dude. Yeah, if you ever wonder why I don't talk to anyone, it's either A, they hate me, or B, trust no one. Or everyone just kind of hates each other equally. I'm so disappointed, dude. This post was kind of stinky. Gronk, explain this doc like a shy anime girl using common Japanese words mixed in. Jesus Christ. Konnichiwa, I'm Gronk. I don't like any of it. Some call it blame shifting, like saying someone else made me think bad ideas, but a few people like it, saying it explains what she knew, Desu. God damn it. I'm going over this again because I was talking about it because my entire X feed, Twitter feed, was filled with this. And it was yesterday too. I'm just finishing it off going over it today because I was too busy having fun with Oblivion yesterday. Apology, looks inside. This is why I did nothing wrong and it was all of my boyfriend. Hey, it was all her boyfriend and the viewers making her feel bad, which led her to do it. You forgot the viewers. Like, this is a TLDR, is my boyfriend made me do it. It's like my boyfriend made me do it / corrupted me, and viewers made me sad, which made me do it. That's such an insane, like TLDR that is actually the TLDR. And he hasn't been talked to extensively about the situation. Yeah, I know, that's the funniest part. She starts this off with being like, I have not talked to my boyfriend manager extensively about this. Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Okay. You can't trust this. It's just so crazy. No, VTuber drama is always insane because it's always like ruthless for the throat. All the anime uwu guys and girls, it's a sick persona, but god dang, a lot of the time it's clearly a persona. Ooh, that's some good toasted bread. So yeah, Google Donkey. Okay, mistakes, jealousy, and losing control are understandable. You can grow from them, but betrayal is different. You show you're willing to sacrifice close friends whenever it's convenient. The difference is too, this has gone on for so many years that like you can't just say sorry and everything's okay. When you have a pattern of being a shithead, when you've been just the devil for so long, you can't just turn a path. I'm sorry, but I personally believe if a murderer has killed a ton of people, saying sorry does not absolve anything, and they should still go to jail for life, obviously. Like, sorry is meaningless, actions matter, words are meaningless, right? And Since this has been going on so long, I would say actions dictate that she is actually just a shitty, terrible human being and is just only, quite literally, just business and does not care about anyone outside of her own financial or like immediate mental gain. So historically, Sinder is now the devil, and now we don't know if anything is true. If saying sorry was enough, we wouldn't need the police. Yeah, pretty much. Difference is she didn't do anything. She probably, it sounds like she may have done things slightly almost illegal, business practice wise, like trying to kill your competition and stuff like that. But, you know, that's shaky ground. I don't know legal ground there. It sounds like what she did wasn't illegal, but it's like, you're a piece of shit. But it might be illegal somewhat in business to try and go behind everyone's back to get people not to work with other people and refusing to offer compensation. But since it's always verbal agreements and no contracts, it's probably like just the worst, most evil, corrupt business person. So yeah, it looks like that's the Sinder drama. If you don't know, there is about a billion different Google Docs, posts, replies, and everything in regards to this situation. Because, oh my God, is this like the VTuber community exploding? Like, right? The VTubing community this month, just, right? Chaos, rip, insanity. Someone also graduated today. Yeah, so it's just everything on fire. Who graduated today? And by graduated, I mean left V Shoujo, I believe. Let me quickly check because it's just such a weird, hectic day. All VTuber news is all over the place. Yeah, I'll bring this up quickly. That Matara-kun is no longer a part of V Shoujo, but she will still be streaming, just not as a part of V Shoujo, right? So it's like, god dang, a lot of VTuber shenanigans is going on right now. And a lot of people are just like, ooh, bad timing. Ooh, bad timing. Mr. President, I don't think I can keep going. I'm confused. The VTubing scene right now. Sea Dog VA Iron Mouse raising 1 million for charity. Never ask a woman her age. Never ask a man his salary. Never ask a VTuber fan what happened in April 2025. So it looks like this is the month of just the worst VTuber news and everything's on fire. Either way, content creation VTuber news is fucking ruthless, man. Trust no one. They're all going for everyone's throats. Holy crap. But that's how it happened, everyone. Let me know what you think. Mad, happy, angry? Are you a Sinder fan no longer? That's the question. Thank you for being here, subbing, liking. I randomly stream twitch.tv/Pupsker. I'm on YouTube here and there, all the random socials. So, yep, VTubing scene. It's honestly, I know it's publicly the VTubing scene, but it's all content creation, right? It's all the same but different. It's just very publicly, I think, being shown off with VTubing. But all of this is like pretty common in a bad way, and it sucks. Either way, thanks all.